It gave you that vintage and modern appeal. It's the beautiful lights that you're seeing here at a one-time only value price. Translation, at the end of the day, these are not going to be $24.12. They'll be more. For the whole year ahead of us, they'll never be more affordable than $24.12. And then we figured you might want more than one. They're battery operated with a timer, and they come in silver and gold. So now we buy more, save more. So if you get 2 strands, either both in the same color or one in silver and gold, or you get 3. The second, the third, the fourth comes down to $21.12.
You know why I'm laughing?
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because I know that you have an aversion to mixing metals. You do, don't you?
I've confessed to Tanya. It's like, wait, the buckle on my shoe is gold, my ring is gold, but oh no, I'm wearing silver.
Right.
I gotta get over it, right?
You have to. I am here to tell you, look, as proof, my ring right here is gold on the top and silver on the side. I am all about mixing metals.
Okay.
So you can take these, and actually, I'm gonna show you one simple way to make a really fun little decorative centerpiece. You could put this in the corner, in a dark corner, on a nightstand somewhere. All we're gonna do is drop the battery pack in first.
And that's taking 3 C-cell batteries.
Yes.
And there is a timer too, right?
There is a timer, so this is gonna go for 4 hours, and then 16 hours, or sorry, yeah, 4 hours. Why can't I do my math? 20 hours. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna drop these in and fill up the bowl. We're gonna mix and match them. Put in some, whoops, there we go. Put in some finials.
Okay, the finials are coming up in the show. And again, this is the kind of decor you don't find. You see in a magazine and you think, oh, how did they do that and where did they get that? And I don't know if we can dim the lights just a little bit, but when the lights go down and you see how they shine through the cutout, and you know, we're seeing cutouts in fashion, in handbags, in shoes, so why not have it in decor for the home? Look how that glows.
It glows, it's so pretty.
Oh, that's so
So you have a great centerpiece at the table. You know, the fact that they're battery operated, you could put this on a boat. You know, if you're taking a little night stroll on the boat, you can put this on your back patio. And how about that pergola outside at night? It does not have to be just for the holidays, but it is definitely something that's gonna take your tree from casual to elegant and give it that beautiful design with that punched metal.
And so when you look at each and every one of these, they look like something that you found in a craft fair, right?
Right.
But you don't find lights like that. Like if you go shopping for lights, they're lights.
Yes.
Or sometimes they're kind of whimsy, you know, kid-like, like with little plastic covers on top of the LED lights. Here you've got that metal sphere that looks like it was something, like I said, that you walked into like a metal shop where you're at a craft fair and they're making these one by one.
It looks like jewelry. And let me tell you, this is 8 feet long. There's 20 spheres on each one. There we go.
All right,
there
we'll do the stretch.
Yeah,
here we go.
Just show how long that is. I mean, you're going to be on the other side.
I am. I don't think our shot can go wide enough. Okay, so 2,000 already ordered. We're busy on the phone lines. If you're interested, if you get a second set, which most of you have done, that buy more, save more brings your second one down to $21.12. And I love that this is going to be shipped right now. And you still have, since it is part of our Christmas in July special, you still have that love it or return it now to the end of January of 2016.
Amazing. No one's going to want to return them, though. They're so pretty.
Should we walk around a little?
So I have them right here in the garland on the mantle because it takes your ordinary garland, which is just greens typically, and it gives it that special bling, that special pop. You know I love bling.
Yeah.
So we put that here. We have it on the tree.
And you know, I know that with my mantle, I don't have a plug nearby.
Right.
So who wants to be sneaking that extension cord? So they're battery operated, which we love.
And on the timer, which if I could do my math right, does right.
I can't talk and do math at the same time.
We have one over here right on the table, and this is really one of my favorite effortless design tricks.
Oh,
and
I love
know
how you've just tossed
yes,
it.
and for Ellen too, she has that very natural sense of style, very elegant, very just as if you just tossed it out there.
Right.
And that's what we did with the bowl, where we just tossed them in the bowl. Here we've just laid it right out on top of a runner. Again, it's going to give you ambient lighting. It gives you that class. It gives you the charm. It's just great for anywhere in the house.
By the way, these trees, I had to write the word love on it as if to remind me that I love them. They're coming up towards the end of this hour of Ed on Air by Ellen DeGeneres. And I just want to let you know, if you're buying the silver or you're thinking about getting the silver is going very quickly. So if the silver sells out, jump right into the gold. Like,
absolutely.
they're so pretty and
they
so
go
interchangeable.
with everything, and exactly. And if I can get you to mix and match your silvers and your golds.
Oh, she's getting me there. Hey, how about back here? Because we were up here earlier with the wreath. We have the beautiful lighted words from last week that hopefully are still available at QVC.com. And here's where you see the gold mixed with the wood and with the tin. That's absolutely beautiful.
And there's a lot going on, but at the same time, it all works together. And that's one thing about Ellen's entire collection. You can pretty much put anything with anything, and it all works great together.
So if you want the silver, please don't wait, it's going quickly. But listen to Tanya, who's getting me out of my rut, and mix and match your silver and your gold. Use these right now. We'll walk back down here because I think Dottie's on the line. Dottie, meet Tanya. Welcome to a Christmas in July celebration.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tanya and Jane. It's nice to talk with you.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to have a little Christmas right this very minute in the middle of the summertime, right?
Absolutely. And coming from Washington State, the natural beauty is what has attracted me to Ellen's decorations.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. Well, someone's new to the line, Dottie. Can you tell them, the ladies and gentlemen who are listening, what you've experienced with Ellen's collection on QVC?
Well, first of all, I got in on the silver, so I feel very lucky for that. And last week I was gathering some of it too, and I love the red berry wreath. I picked that up, so it all just feels good. And I love how you are all showing us how we can use it, not just on the tree.
Good, right. There's so many uses.
You are multi-talenting.
You're multi-talented. I loved it. I love that you're experimenting with all these different things. And tell me, how did you use your the punched metal?
Where do you think you're going to put it, Dottie?
I like the way you're using it on the table along the, like a table runner.
Yeah, wasn't that pretty?
Ambient lighting. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And, you know, no worries about catching your sleeve on fire if you're, you know, passing stuff across the table.
Exactly.
And with the battery pack, there's no worries about it getting in the way or someone tripping on
no
it.
cord to trip on.
So my grandchildren won't be in any danger.
No,
right.
Absolutely not, Dottie. Well, I'm thrilled that you're drawn to the beauty of Ellen's collection, and this month just stretches ahead of us with some really amazing things. So keep tuning in on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. We'll be here for you.
You know I will. Thanks you so
Dottie.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love that she said she's from Washington State and that natural element, and it is what Ellen is all about. So she nailed it when she said that.
She did.
Yeah.
And like, this is something that if you are decorating a little girl's room or a not so little girl's room.
Right.
I mean, I know my daughter always looks at lights that are sort of tossed over the headboard or around the mirror. Because it's battery operated, it almost becomes that kind of grown-up night light that
it really
turns
does.
on.
I mean, just like what we did right here. I mean, this is beautiful in any part of the room.
This is gorgeous. It really is. And it's so different from what you see anywhere else. Like Tanya and I, when we first met, we were talking about Christmas in July and how it always reminded me of that vacation spot that had a really elegant Christmas shop.
Right.
And I actually was in one not too long ago, but they didn't have anything like this. And clearly you agree because we have an update already. So 5,500 have been ordered. If you want the silver, we only have 1,300 remaining, and we don't have an advance order or anything coming behind these. In the gold, we have 2,200 remaining. So, and most of you are getting more than one. I don't know if you're taking Tanya's advice and doing gold and silver together, but on this videotape that you styled, that's exactly what you did.
It's just something that works well together. They have that common design. So when you mix your metals and yet the design is very similar, then it all works together.
You know what? My eye just went over to the hutch. Oh, you know what? I think our timer just went off. We have to flick those back on. Sorry, guys. But I mean, Tanya's used, and I mean, even when our lights are down low and we say our kind word behind us and we see the beautiful Christmas trees that are coming up and even a sweet little guy that's coming up in just a second that I think you're going to love. Look how magical this is. Look at the glow. And the one thing I wanted to show you is look at the pattern on the table.
That's one of my favorite. I'm glad you brought that up.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, you get this great design.
I don't know if you guys can get an overhead shot, but the light just, you know, like a beautiful pierced lantern, It throws a pretty pattern on the table.
It's like when the sun hits your ring, your wedding ring, and it sparkles throughout. That's exactly what it looks like, and that's why I keep referring to these as little bits of jewelry.
Yeah, they are.
It feels like jewelry.
You know, the only day that we're not going to be here is when Gem Day hits, which I believe is next Thursday on QVC. That will be the only time that we're preempted. So these are like your early look at the gemstones. And you know what's nice? They're not breakable.
Right.
I mean, if you have a beautiful, you know, set of blown glass lights and one of them breaks or gets smashed because you have pets or you have kids, then you're going to be disappointed that, oh, it came back on. Yay. I think you're brilliant. I love what you've done over there. Should we walk over?
Yes, and again, it's that effortless design where it's just swagged over an open bookcase. I mean, it just adds something to an area that is normally overlooked. You know, sometimes you just kind of walk by it every day and you don't notice. So it's nice to embellish a little bit with this. And I love that the wire is clear. So when you look at that, it's not like you're looking at some
bright white or dark black, right? And then here's the thing, I look at this and I really do not say, oh, that's Christmassy. You know, I look at that and think, oh, that's so elegant. Okay, so if you want our one-time only value, we only have 500 left in the silver and not more than that in the gold. But I think we got some photos.
Yes,
Tanya,
oh good.
Let's go look. So there's a pretty picture of Tanya on my Facebook page. Lindsay